Third Syrian War, also known as the Laodicean War, began in 246 BC and ended in 241 BC. The war began due to one of the many succession crises that plagued the Hellenistic states. After the Second Syrian War, the Seleucid Emperor Antiochus II had to marry Berenice Syra, who was the daughter of Ptolemy II. The fundamental reason for this marriage was to secure peace between Egypt and the Seleucid Empire. However, in order for this marriage to proceed, Antiochus II needed to deny the validity of his current marriage to Laodice. Laodice and her children were sent to Ephesus, whilst Berenice replaced her at court and produced a son.
Then, in 247 BC, Antiochus died during his visit to his former wife, Laodice, at Ephesus. Antiochus's death caused a lot of upset because Laodice claimed that her son, Seleucus II, was the heir to the empire. Shortly after taking the throne in Egypt, Ptolemy was called to the support of his sister in Syria. Ptolemy III at once left for Antioch, but before he could reach the city, his sister Berenice Syra and her son had already been slain.
This led to the Third Syrian War. Ptolemy III sacked Antioch in revenge for his sister and her son's death and occupied the city for a period between 246 and 244 BC, then continued campaigning into Babylonia for the next 5 years until 241 BC. It is believed that he fought a naval battle off Andros during this period, and though the evidence is conflicting, he appears to have lost it. He did manage to hold on to Seleucia in Payera, the port of Antioch, but many of his other victorious claims seem to have been exaggerated.
He also maintained control of Ephesus and Lebados, which was now renamed Ptolemais, as well as cities in Thrace and on the Hellespont. However, so important was Seleucia in Payera that Ptolemy III made 1,500 talents of silver, amounting to about 10% of his annual income from its capture. Despite this, Ptolemy keeps advancing further east until 245, when he was forced to turn back and address issues arising in Egypt, including domestic troubles, famine, and low Nile river levels. In this time, Seleucus II began regaining his kingdom. The Egyptians again pursued war and were successful in Asia Minor. In 241 BC, the war ended and peace was achieved, likely to have been initiated by Seleucus, as he had to deal with other problems developing in his kingdom.